Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through all of the top teams with King Croaker, and now that Galahad is out, a lot of new teams with Gala in it in the overall top teams. The first team we're going to show you is a free-to-play no-Gala team you can run. Rhaenys, Zhao, and Zukrom came up with this team. Blue turn on the right and pink turn on the left. Shmira and Ludovic on the Stellar Bond. Thorin in front of Ludovic, Pandora in front of Shmira. As for the charms, we have Insight, Ludovic, Butcher, Shmira. We have Sorcery on the twins, Blast on Thorin, and then also Pandora with the Blast Charms Aerostorm spell. Now, importantly for the twins, for all teams today, you'll want to try both Sorcery and Eagle Charms and see which one is best for you. I have an idea that most teams are using Sorcery Charms just fine on the twins. However, the overall top pay-to-win team today is doing better with the Eagle Charms. So what we're going to do is we're going to run most of the teams with Sorcery Charms. If we don't get a great score, then we'll swap it. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to recommend. Try Sorcery Charms first, and then you can also try Eagle after that. Okay, so for King Croaker boss, Thorin is good because he can take the insta-kills, which is essential. However, also today, even low copy, one copy, Talene is working, even in some pay-to-win teams. Saida is also working, especially if you have her built up in some of the teams as well, to take the insta-kills of the boss. Because basically Thorin, Talene, and Saida all can technically take those insta-kills. So the team is going to survive for the whole fight, which is important. And let's see what type of score we can get with this team. Even if we could get 500 billion damage, that would be pretty, yeah, 508 billion damage. But to put things into perspective, that is like still going to be substantially lower than the Gala teams. Again, Gala is creating a massive score gap. So the next team is going to be a good free-to-play Gala team from Zhao and Enryu. It is a Gala Shmira combo. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Smokey and Gala on the Stellar Bond. Thorin in front of Gala and Gala in front of Shmira. As for the charms, Butcher on to Shmira. You have the Smokey with the Recovering or Sorcery. We're going to try Sorcery on the twins, Blast on the Thorin, and then Gala with the Blast Charms. So overall, this is going to be one of the best free-to-play friendly teams out there. This is going to be 593 billion damage, which is a really good score for basically a Gala free-to-play option. Next team, we have a team from Woody Cat. This is also going to be a free-to-play version of Gala. Depending on your upgrades of Daemon or Shmira, you can run either this team or the previous team. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Smokey and Galahad on the Stellar Bond, Daemon in front of Gala, Thorin in front of Smokey. This will be with the Blast Charms onto Galahad. We have Recovering Charms onto Smokey, Twins with the Sorcery Charms, Daemon with the Mystic Charms, and then Thorin with the Blast Charms. Let's go ahead and do a run of this team and see, is it going to be better than the previous team? For my level of investment, it is going to be better, and quite a bit better, 600 billion damage. So basically, if you have a Daemon invested, then definitely you should try this Daemon team. It probably will be better than Shmira. However, I mean, most people have this Shmira more heavily invested. So next up, we have a team from Frosty. This is going to be a Phraesto team. If you do not have Baelran or Aliceth, can be an option for you. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left. You have Smokey and Gala on the Stellar Bond, Thorin in front of Smokey, Real Phraesto in front of the pink twin, and Illusion Phraesto behind Gala with the Star Blessed spell. Now, as for charms, Blast onto Gala, Recovering or Sorcery onto Smokey, Sorcery or Sturdy onto Phraesto are fine, and twins, apparently Eagle Charms are doing the best for this team with the Star Blessed spell. So we're going to go ahead and send a run of this team and see what type of score we can get. So 616 billion damage, which is not amazing, but also it is better than the other completely free-to-play option. And if you have Phraesto, you can give it a try. Okay, next up, now we have some of the more like the Celestial Hypogean teams. We have just a Baelran team with no Saida. This is actually a really good team out there. And if you don't have Saida built all the way, then probably this will be the best team for you. If you have Baelran built, blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, you have Smokey and Gala on the Stellar Bond. You have Thorin in front of Gala and Gala in front of the Baelran. Now, as for the charms, we have the Insight onto Baelran, Smokey with the Recovering, Twins with the Sorcery, Thorin with the Blast Charms, and then Galahad with the Blast Charms and Refined Star Blessed spell. So this team is doing really well. So I'm looking for a really high score from this team. 644 billion damage, guys. That is crazy. That is actually crazy for a just kind of Baelran budget team option. It doesn't have Saida. It just literally has Baelran as the sole Celestial Hypogean. You can get a really good score and a really good ranking just by running, for example, Baelran plus Galahad combo. However, if you do have Saida, there is this team from Trev and Milan, and this one should be better, but it probably needs you to have a build of Saida, like if you have a build for AFK stages. But then you can try this: blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Smokey and Gala on the Stellar Bond. You have Baelran behind Smokey here, and Saida in front of the Gala with the Star Blessed spell. As for the charms, all the heroes on the standard charms that we mentioned, but also you're going to have the blast charms onto Saida. And let's go ahead and see what this is capable of. I honestly don't even know if it's going to do better than the Thorin team for me. It is going to do better. Okay, quite a bit better. 672. So there's like a 30 billion damage difference between Thorin or Saida if you have Saida built. So that is definitely important. Okay, guys. So next up, we just have a couple of teams left. We now have a team from Army and Milan. This is going to be the best budget Aliceth team. Basically, if you have Aliceth built, she is the best Celestial Hypogean damage dealer to run alongside Gala, and also is working even if you have Thorin here, so you don't need Saida. And there's blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Smoky and Gala on the Stellar Bond, Thorin in front of Gala, Gala in front of the Aliceth with the Star Blessed spell. If you look at the charms, we do have Arcane onto Aliceth, recovering onto Smokey, Sorcery on the twins, Blast onto Thorin, and then finally Blast onto Galahad as well. Now this team is getting really good scores. I'm expecting, I don't know if it is going to break 700 billion damage for me, but definitely a new record. 682 billion damage. So this is even beating the Saida Baelran combo team by like 10 billion damage, making Aliceth definitely gonna be the best option as that secondary damage dealer for King Croaker. Okay guys, so Frosty has just come to the rescue. If you have one copy of Saida, and you have Aliceth built, this is going to be the top team you can run for today for most people, even getting close to 700 billion damage. So it will be pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Gala and Smokey on the Stellar Bond, Gala in front of Aliceth, and then the Saida in front of the pink twin with the Star Blessed spell. You're going to want to run Sorcery charms on the twins for this team. Other heroes, Galahad, Blast, our Arcane onto Aliceth, Smokey recovering or Sorcery. It's basically the standard, and you can get the Blast charms onto Saida. But this is the top team if you have one copy of Saida and if you have Aliceth built. And if you have a Supreme plus Saida, then this is going to be the team formation you want to run. Again, shared by Frosty. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Smokey and Gala on the Stellar Bond, Gala in front of Aliceth and Saida behind the Smokey with the Star Blessed spell. All of the heroes on their standard charms. But this is going to be the best team if you have a built up Saida, right? 2 Supreme Plus. Otherwise, you're going to want to run the 1 copy Saida version, which we showed prior to this. And this can hit 694, very close to 700 billion damage, which is the top score you can get of an Aliceth team today. Now, the top team of today, we're going to do testing with Sorcery charms, and then we're going to try it with the Eagle charms, because this top team from Half Moon, this is kind of confirmed to be doing the best with the Eagle charms on the twins. And even the other teams we tried for today, you can try them all with the Eagle charms on the twins. It may be better for you, and but Sorcery are working well for those as well, so I just did all the testing with that. So here we have it: blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Smokey and Gala on the Stellar Bond, Talene in front of Gala and Mehira behind the Smokey. Now as for the charms, this is important. We have the Mystic charms onto Mehira, recovering or Sorcery onto Smokey. We're gonna do it with the Eagle charms, but first we're gonna do a run of Sorcery charms. Healer charms on Talene, this is important. These are the best charms for her. It allows her to resurrect as fast as possible. And then Galahad with the blast charms with the Star Blessed spell. This is the top team of today. Now we're gonna do there could be some RNG, but it honestly, whoa, wait, what? Rank 1 position, 738 billion damage right off the bat. Okay, so honestly, even Sorcery charms seem to be working for this comp. Like, the top reported score of today is 739 billion damage. But we've hit 738 billion damage with Sorcery charms on the twins. So just as a final thing, we're just gonna go ahead and swap around the charms of the twins, but it looks like Sorcery is going to work for basically all the teams today. I don't even know if there's going to be a big difference between Eagle and Sorcery, but just for this overall top pay-to-win team, we are going to go ahead and run it with the Eagle charms as well, and see, is it possible to get a slightly higher score with this lineup? We are going to get a new record. We're 741 billion. So I don't know if there's RNG, but it looks like Eagle might be slightly better for this top comp, and it could be better for the other teams as well. So definitely, whichever team is your top one for today, depending on the heroes you have built, do some runs with Sorcery charms, do some run with Eagle charms if you have them crafted for your twins, and see which one is better. Okay guys, we did get a new record. We did manage to hit 742 billion damage, but we're going to call it that.
So using these teams, hopefully you can get a top score of your own. Do try the Sorcery and also Eagle Charms on the Twins for all the teams. One could be better than the other for you today. And but other than that, there isn't a huge amount of RNG. There are a lot of good team options if you have Galahad built. Whether you have Baelran as a damage dealer or Aliceth as a damage dealer, you are going to get some really good scoring teams out there. Or even if you don't have either of them, the free-to-play Gala team is also really good. And if you don't have Gala at all, you can run the free-to-play team we showed earlier, and that is also a pretty decent option. So hopefully this is helpful. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share that in the comment section down below, or any artifact charm lineup, feel free to let me know. But thanks for watching, guys. That is going to be it for this video. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to that bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.